Well, it was, like you said, another rock fight. I mean, that's what these games have been. You know, I thought Penny's team played well. I thought they executed well down the stretch. You know, I thought Lance Thomas was outstanding. He had a terrific game. You know, 4 for 6 from 3. I think he gave them a big lift. And our guys, I thought we fought. I thought we showed a lot of heart. You know, it was like I said, well-played game. Except down the stretch, you know, we didn't execute as well, and I thought they did.
Lance Thomas scored, I think it was 19 or 20. How much do you prepare for him to be an offensive force when he's averaging only 2.5 points a game?
Well, of course, you know, going into the game, he's 1 for 16 from 3. Yeah. So you don't anticipate him being a guy that's going to go 4 for 6 from behind the arc. But when he started making shots, we did adjust in the first half. After the first 10 to 15 minutes, we adjusted to the fact that he was having his night. And any player is capable of having a night like that. And his form looks good. We saw him, when we scouted him. So we told our guys his shot looks good. He just hadn't made it yet. And he made him tonight.
Precious Achiuwa, 2 of 9 in the first half, and then in the second half, was he kind of getting going because Colin was picking up those fouls?
No, I won't blame it on that. I mean, he's a lottery pick. He's one of the best players in the nation, and so he's going to find a way to score. Like I've always said when I come in here, he's, you want to contain, great players. I mean, you're not going to really shut them out because they're going to find a way. I thought we defended him well. I mean, the guy goes 7 for 15 from the field to score 18 points. So, that's, if we had said that during the, in the scout, we probably would live with that. Like, okay, we took that many shots to score that number, but the biggest thing is he made a number of those plays right in the second half, and that's what really hurt us because he probably had 13 in the second half or so, and so that really hurt us. But ultimately, I won't say it because of Colin's situation, it's because we have to defend better.
You went with Doumbia instead of Diggs as a backup big. Was that just a matchup issue, or was Diggs banged up? Or?
No, it was more for us, more a matchup situation. Ibrahim. And also kind of what we thought he could give him against a team that's kind of long and a team that's as active as this team. We thought he'd be a good matchup, in this game.
What did you like about the first half, going into the halftime of 28-24?
I thought our defense was outstanding. I mean, to hold that team right there to 24 points and a half, with the firepower they have, I thought we did a great job defensively, and that's what put us in position.
That 4 or 5 minute stretch where Colin went to the bench and there was no scoring. Is that just Memphis taking advantage of that, or are you guys just not finding anything?
Definitely. I mean, when he went out, that hurt. I mean, I think he went out, it was a 1-point game. I think he came back, it was a 5-point game. And, so we definitely had a drought there during that period of time. We had some good things going offensively, I thought. But that's part of the game, and we need other guys stepping up.
How important is it for him to maybe get a little bit smarter sometimes? Because it seems like when he's out for extended minutes, and you point to a lot of the losses, that kind of can be the point to the reason why.
Well, he comes in pressing because he feel like he wants to put the game on his shoulder. He wants to be one of the guys that help bring it home for us. So it comes from a really good place. You want players to have the courage to step up in those moments, but he has to utilize his personnel, and he can't press. We've talked about just not pressing in those situations. He gets back, we may be down by a couple. He wants to hurry up and get us back in the game, and that can lead to a negative result if it's not done correctly.
Anything else?
Coach, what's the mindset of the team in the locker room after the game to lose a close game at home, that if the ball had bounced another way, you could have won?
Well, just disappointing. I mean, we've been in a lot of really good ball games, and we have to find a way to win them. I mean, that's what this team is going through, and that's our learning curve. We've putting ourselves in position, like again tonight. Now we have to find a way to come out on the other side with the win. And so we have to keep fighting. We have to stay together. That's the first and the most important thing. Stay together as a team, keep believing in one another, and then go out there and try to fix the things that we're doing wrong.
Coach, I know you've talked a lot about this earlier, so I'm trying not to linger on it, but the death and tragedy of Kobe Bryant on Sunday has left an impact on a lot of people. And I'm just kind of curious, does this change at all the impact and the way you and your players look to their role models or to their idols?
Well, I mean, like you said, it was tragic. It was tragic for everyone involved. 9 people in that copter, and it's just sad. And for all of our players, I think the lesson that we take away from it is, you have to cherish every moment, cherish every day. I mean, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. We all in here know that. And I think sometimes when you're young, like our guys, 18 to 22, you think you're invincible, but you're not. It can happen to anyone at any time. So take advantage of your day. Love hard. Live hard. And maximize. What you have with relationships and with your loved ones and your friends, because it can go in a snap of a finger, as we can see. And so it's just sad. And he left us some very good lessons. I think a lesson that he left is this is his, how much he just loved the process. Not only was he a great player, he loved the process of becoming a great player. And I think that's something that we all can take, to heart, no matter what field you're in. Just his work ethic, wanting to be great at it. It propelled him. Of course, he had some physical gifts and all those things, but he never worked like he had physical gifts. He always worked like he didn't have any physical gifts. And that's what made him so special. That's why I think when, his second chapter of his career was going to start, I think he was going to be just as special doing whatever he chose to do there too, because of that mindset, because he had that habit. That was habit now, to just work that hard at whatever he chose to do. And it's just, and he's going to be missed. I mean, he left an amazing legacy. He's going to be missed, and hopefully, there's a lot of things that young people and adults as well can take away from the way he lived his life.
Coach, we saw Dre Fuller tonight for the first time in 3 weeks, coming off the bench. Is he fully healthy now, and is he just trying to get back in the speed of the game and get his spot back in the starting five, or what's the game plan with Dre moving forward?
Well, he's still, working his way back. I mean, he hadn't practiced very much for us, so it's been difficult to kind of throw him in that game as a starter. But we think very highly of Dre and his potential, and he has a bright future in our program, of course. But right now, getting his timing back, getting his conditioning back and everything, is a little bit of a process for him right now, but he's working his way back in.
Anything else? Thank you.
All right, guys, take care.